My friends, the purpose of life is a question that has been asked by people of all ages and cultures for centuries. There is no one answer that will satisfy everyone, for the purpose of life is a personal and individual journey. However, I can offer some insights from my own experience as a monk. To me, the purpose of life is to find true happiness and fulfillment. This does not mean that we will never experience pain or suffering, but it does mean that we can learn to live with these things in a way that does not define us. True happiness comes from within, and it is not dependent on external circumstances. One way to find true happiness is to cultivate compassion. Compassion is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. When we are compassionate, we put the needs of others before our own. We see the world through the eyes of others, and we strive to help them in any way that we can. Compassion is a powerful force for good in the world, and it can bring us great joy and satisfaction. Another way to find true happiness is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When we are mindful, we are aware of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without getting caught up in them. Mindfulness can help us to reduce stress, improve our focus, and appreciate the simple things in life. In addition to compassion and mindfulness, there are other things that can help us to find true happiness and fulfillment in life. These include living a life of purpose. When we have a sense of purpose, we feel more connected to the world around us, and we are more likely to experience meaning and satisfaction in our lives. Our purpose can be anything that is important to us, such as raising a family, making a difference in the world, or simply pursuing our passions. Developing our strengths and talents. When we use our strengths and talents to make a positive impact on the world, we feel good about ourselves, and we are more likely to experience success and fulfillment. Identifying and developing our strengths and talents can take time and effort, but it is an investment that is well worth it. Building strong relationships. Our relationships with others are one of the most important sources of happiness and fulfillment in our lives. When we have strong and supportive relationships, we feel loved, valued, and connected. Making time for the people we care about and investing in our relationships is essential for a happy and fulfilling life. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of appreciating the good things in our lives. When we are grateful for what we have, we are more likely to experience joy and happiness. Taking time each day to reflect on the things we are grateful for can help us to develop a more positive outlook on life. Finding true happiness and fulfillment in life is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs along the way, but if we stay focused on cultivating compassion, mindfulness, and the other things that are important to us, we will be well on our way to living a meaningful and fulfilling life. Here is a story to illustrate my point. Once upon a time, there was a young man who was very wealthy. He had everything that money could buy, but he was not happy. He felt empty and unfulfilled. One day, the young man decided to go on a journey to find the purpose of life. He traveled to many different places and met many different people. He spoke to philosophers, religious leaders, and wise men and women. After many years of searching, the young man finally returned home. He had learned a lot about life and about himself. He had also learned that the purpose of life is not to acquire wealth or fame, but to live a life of service and compassion. The young man decided to use his wealth to help others. He started a foundation to support education and healthcare in developing countries. He also volunteered his time to help the poor and needy. The young man finally found true happiness and fulfillment in life. He realized that the purpose of life is to make a difference in the world and to bring happiness to others. My friends, I encourage you to reflect on the purpose of your own life. What is meaningful to you? What do you want to achieve? Once you have a clearer understanding of your purpose, you can start to live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. The purpose of life is to learn and grow. We are all here to learn and evolve as spiritual beings. The challenges that we face in life are opportunities to grow and learn. When we overcome challenges, we become stronger and wiser. We also develop compassion for others who are facing similar challenges. The purpose of life is to connect with something larger than ourselves. We are all part of something much bigger than ourselves. We are connected to all of creation. When we connect with something larger than ourselves, we experience a sense of peace and belonging. The purpose of life is to serve others. When we serve others, we give back to the world and we make a difference in the lives of others. Service is a way to express our love and compassion for others. It is also a way to connect with something larger than ourselves. The purpose of life is to find inner peace. Inner peace is a state of being where we are at ease with ourselves and with the world around us. It is a state of freedom from suffering and anxiety. We can find inner peace through meditation, mindfulness, and other spiritual practices. My friends, I believe that the purpose of life is to live a life that is true to ourselves. This means following our hearts and pursuing our passions. It also means living in alignment with our values and beliefs. When we live a life that is true to ourselves, we experience true happiness and fulfillment. I encourage you to reflect on the purpose of your own life and to live a life that is true to yourself.